Hello, I'm Bex from Planner UK on Instagram, and I just wanted to do a video today about my current planner setup for 2019, and this is going to lead into another video which will focus on how my planner setup is going to change for 2020. So I've just grabbed my main planners that I use on a regular basis, and I'm just going to talk you through what this looks like. I am a massive Hobonichi fan, and this year I actually had two weeks. I had a functional weeks and what I call my pretty planner weeks as well. So my everyday carry, my functional weeks, I've got in this beautiful Galen Leather cover, which has got Bex on the engraved in it, which I absolutely love. And this literally comes everywhere with me in my bag. And inside, I'll just get it out to show you. I've just got my weeks, my red weeks in a cover on cover. And this literally is my Bible, I suppose. I don't really use the months in the front that much, but in terms of the actual weeklies, that is absolutely essential for me to survive. So it's not pretty, it's basically just functional, busy. Sometimes I will add some stickers and prettify it, or my children will add some stickers and prettify it. But on the whole, it's mainly just me writing in fountain pens and listing my to-dos. Generally go down on each day, to-dos that I have to do specifically on that day, and then if I have a longer to-do list or notes, then they generally go on this side. So yeah, I couldn't live without this. So I'll just flick through a few pages. Obviously some pages busier than others, but yeah, this is what keeps me organised and sorted. And I will be carrying this on until the end of the year. Obviously just peeking out there is my weeks for 2020, which isn't a hardcover for next year, so it'll be interesting to see how that works for me. My pretty weeks, as I call it, is basically just my chance to record my gratitude journal, but also to use stickers and make it look pretty, which I love doing. So in the front I've got a bit of a kind of vision board, motivational kind of setup, and again, don't really use the monthlies as much, although I do love it when I do the full setup with these monthly stickers. So if I just flick forward, I couldn't live without my ollie clips. So yeah, some weeks are more prettified than others. Some weeks are busier than others. Some weeks are very simple like that, just with some washi tape and maybe some different coloured ink. But I absolutely love having the two that I've had this year. And using a lot of kits, or even just this really thin washi tape, which is actually nail tape, which I think works really well in the weeks as well, dividing it up. So yeah, so that's a basic flick through overview. As I've got further along, more recently there's less content in it, It's more baby focused, so these are all my notes in terms of feeding and so forth as well. So it's again been very functional, but less stickers, I suppose, less pittified since baby came along. So the other thing that I write in every day is this 1 line a day diary. So I've been using this for, I suppose I'm in my 2nd year now, so I didn't start at the beginning of the year. And I find it really great because I can just literally, it doesn't take very long, it takes kind of a minute to write and kind of record kind of some notes about the day, thoughts about the day, what have you. I really want to get the Hobonichi 5-year planner, but obviously it seems a waste to kind of move to a different planner when I've still got at least 3.5 years left in this. But I do love it, and I do keep up with that fairly religiously. So it is a bit worse for wear, as you can see. I've had to mend it with washi tape, but yeah, I do like the idea of it, and I do like trying to keep up with it. And that helps me with my next planner, which I'm going to show you, which is my memory keeping planner, which is in Hobonichi Cousin. So basically I just use this mainly for the kids, sorry you can't really see that, to kind of print out some pictures, some notes about what we've been up to, and just be a bit more creative really. So I have finished off 6 months of the year really in this book, and then I am getting up to date, almost up to date in the second half of the year. That's because I buy the Avec rather than just one big book, because it would just, I think, will get a bit overwhelming to have a whole year, because I do stick quite a lot of photos in, and also things like pictures and so forth, so it obviously gets quite busy. So yeah, in the daily pages sometimes I'll kind of write a little bit more about a specific day. Other times I just kind of block out the date or change the date and just randomly stick pictures, or I get my kids to colour in it, or you know, if that's like a certificate and so forth. So I've still got some blank pages here, which I've got plenty of stuff that I need to stick into it, but I haven't done that yet. So but yeah, this is really special to me, so I think it's just a really great idea. To obviously they grow up so fast, so at least then I can just look back and see kind of all the fun we had and what we got up to and so forth. So obviously I do love the Tomorrow River paper, starting to kind of maybe experiment a little bit more with kind of paint and brush oil and watercolours and so forth, but mainly a lot of things that are stuck in, and a lot of pictures and so forth. So I couldn't be without that. And then, like I say, my second book of the year, the Avec for the second half of the year, is mostly up to date. If not, I've kind of written notes where I need to go back and fill it in. So that's pretty chunky now. So, and yeah, I will finish it off by the end of the year, and then maybe you do another video sharing a bit more information. Then finally, the other kind of notebook that I wanted to show you is my bullet journal, my Leuchtturm, which, to be fair, I kind of use the bullet journal method in my Hobonichi Weeks. So my bullet journal isn't used as much as it was at the beginning of the year, but I generally use this to note down obviously goals, but obviously things that I need to kind of write notes on. That's why I've taken some notes actually about the bullet journal method. Things that I want to keep or note or work out in my head. So it's quite messy. It's generally just me writing and different colour fountain pen ink and so forth. But yeah, I've got some space to go, whereas normally I'd kind of smash through like a few bullet journals a year, but obviously this year I've still got plenty of space, as you can see. But I do find this useful to kind of keep it, and I will be keeping it next year, but I'll be using it in kind of association in the same cover as my Biz Grid notebook. But anyway, I'll talk through more about that in my next video. So isn't this beautiful cover as well? This is like a leather TNA5 rainbow cover. It's gorgeous. So yeah, so that's basically my setup, the main kind of books and planners and things that I use. That's going to change, as I say, for 2020. There's a few things that I'm keeping, a few things that I'm changing, or a few things that I'm doing differently. So I'll talk about that more in my next video. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you some of my favourite planners and things. So thank you for watching. This is the start of hopefully many videos, so I hope you will subscribe and give me a like, and I really appreciate you watching. Thank you ever so much.